So, how can you remove a one-star review that was given to your estate or letting agency? So, the first thing that you could do is actually report it to Google. That works if you believe that the review is fake. So, if you don't believe that the person who has given you the one-star review is not a client of yours, you've never dealt with them before, you haven't got a clue who they are, you can report that to Google and they will investigate further. Quite often those reviews, if it's a truly fake review, they will be removed. There is a link I can post next to that video, which will lead you to the Google Business Profile Manager. You need to log in with your account with which you manage your Google Business Profile, and you need to submit the specific review. You need to report it so that it can be removed. So you can see report a new review for removal, and then you just need to follow that form until you actually submit that report. So that's one of the things you can do. The second thing you can do, if it's actually a genuine review by someone that has used your service, you ideally should leave a comment. The first thing that you need to do is acknowledge the fact that this customer is not happy with your service. Now, you may agree with them or you may disagree with them. There are many cases where buyers or tenants haven't got the property that they wanted for whatever reason, and they went on Google as a result of that, and perhaps from your point of view, there is a very valid reason as to why they didn't get that property. So in a very polite way, just explain the situation and put your side of the story. The reviews are not only for customers to voice whether they're happy or not, but also for potential customers to look at how you have dealt with situations that things perhaps didn't go as planned. And this is just as important as the positive reviews. So, for example, as a landlord, the first thing that I would do before I progress with a letting agent is to check their reviews. And of course, I would like to see a lot of positive reviews, but many people, and me included, would go straight to the negative reviews because I also want to see where people have not been very happy, what are the reasons for them being happy, and how has the agency responded to that review. How you respond will also have an impact on how your potential landlords and vendors perceive your brand. How would you deal with problems? So, of course, if you haven't delivered a very good service and this is why the customer is complaining, then state how you're going to rectify that. So it is very important that you reply promptly and not bury your head in the sand. And of course, number 3, just try and get at least 10 5-star reviews as quickly as possible in order to bury the 1-star review further down. So you don't want the 1-star review to be there at the top of all your reviews as the latest review. You want that to disappear as quickly as possible and be a minority amongst all the reviews that you have. So let's have a look at an example. Here is Dexter's in Putney. Dexter's are actually doing a really good job at obtaining reviews first and foremost. A lot of their branches have hundreds of reviews. A big percentage of their reviews are positive reviews. You can see here that total score is 4.8, which is fantastic. And you can also see that there have been some 1-star reviews. So let's have a look at the 1-star reviews for a moment. So I can filter by the lowest, the newest, the highest, the most relevant. So the lowest, of course, the 1-star. You can see here someone has voiced their complaint about something, and immediately Dexter's have replied to say that they will pass it on to the area director. Now, of course, that doesn't resolve the problem. It doesn't say whether they agree or disagree with this comment, which to me suggests that the person responding probably didn't know what the situation was, but that doesn't necessarily give me confidence that Dexter's was in the right. I would assume that perhaps this customer is in the right to complain and Dexter's just need to rectify it. Now at least they've acknowledged that. This one is the same reply, so it's a good idea that you actually reply specifically to each customer, specifically to the complaint, to acknowledge their specific issue and how you would rectify it. There is a better review here where they're actually giving an email address for the customer to email to rectify the issue. Although, having said that, if the client is already unhappy, to then say, well, look, send your complaint to this email, you're making them work even harder now to resolve a problem, which I'm sure they have voiced already to the customer. That perhaps doesn't, again, show that Dexter's have done everything they possibly can there, but at least they are replying. Have a look around, have a look at your competitors and how they manage their reviews and learn from where they're not doing a very good job. Just the same as where they're doing a very good job. So if I look at the highest, and you can see again that they're replying to all of their 5-star reviews, which is great practice, and I would recommend that you do that as well. Thank people that have taken the time to give you a 5-star review. I hope that's been useful.